Americans eat more than 3 billion frozen pizzas every year, and the market is worth about $7 billion in 2025. That's a huge pile. If stacked, they'd go to the moon and back twice. But not all are winners. Some load up on salt, like 770 milligrams in half a pie, which is over a third of your daily limit, and toss in chemicals that might upset your stomach. The freezer shelves look tempting with bright packages promising real Italian eats and fast family fixes. But often, it's junk hiding inside that could harm your health over time. Today, I'm breaking it down with real facts from nutrition labels, customer stories, and brand histories. I'll call out 7 brands that sell pricey duds full of fakes. Then, I'll share 5 that shine with good ingredients and great taste. Like and subscribe for more straight-up food advice. Starting with Totino's Party Pizza, a real pretender in the pizza world. Rose and Jim Totino kicked it off in 1951 with a small Minneapolis shop making fresh, handmade pies that locals raved about. Pillsbury bought it in 1975 and flipped the script to mass-making for money. The Party Pizza hit in the 1980s, aimed at teens with big ads. Now it's a chemical mix, crust with modified starch, preservatives, and soy flour for freezer life, not yum. The cheese? Less than 40% real mozzarella, padded with oils and artificial stuff. Sauce is tomato paste and corn syrup with up to 670 milligrams sodium per half pizza, way over limits. Pepperoni blends separated meats, fat, and nitrates for fake color. Reviews call it an ultra-processed nightmare, and even students leave it half-eaten. From cozy local spot to health risk, it's a downfall driven by greed. Parents, think twice. This quick meal might pack hidden dangers for kids' diets. Red Baron Classic Crust pulls you in with its fun fighter pilot box, but lets you down big time. Launched in 1976 by Schwann's as a fancy frozen choice with thick crusts and solid ingredients, it boomed in the 80s and 90s with catchy ads. After buyouts, cuts came. Cheaper cheeses, slimmer crusts, more preservatives. A slice has 380 calories and 20% daily fat, but the crust feels like moist cardboard, no bubbles or crisp. Sauce gets too sugary like candy, and cheese gums up without melting well. Pepperoni is thin, filler-packed with fake aftertaste. Shoppers say it's crushing sadness, and kids often skip seconds. Once a premium pick, now it's just average junk. The Baron was meant for the skies, not this kitchen flop. If you're craving nostalgia, look elsewhere. This one's lost its edge. DiGiorno's famous line, "It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno," doesn't hold up anymore. It's more like a chewy mess for top dollar. Kraft changed frozen pizza in 1995 with the first rising crust that puffs in your oven, spending millions on tech and ads. It peaked in the early 2000s, feeling like restaurant quality at home. But cost-saving tweaks ruin it. Salt up to 850 milligrams per serving for phony flavor, cheese that slips off in sheets, uneven rise with gummy and burnt spots. Reviews bash the dense, bland crust and plastic dairy, plus heart risks for little ones. Baking's tricky. Some areas char, others stay raw, which could be unsafe. From game changer to gamble, it's fallen flat. Expecting pro level? You get school cafeteria vibes at fancy prices. Try air frying for better results, but even that might not save it. Ellio's rectangular pizza banks on old school charm, but dishes out phony tastes that'd embarrass any cook. Greek immigrants Elias Betsios, George Lioli's, and Manny Tsilios started it in 1963 in New York, names a combo of theirs, with a unique shape and real Italian-American flair. It ruled the Northeast in the 70s and 80s as a go-to family bite, and 90s ads hit the nostalgia button. Owner changes skimped on quality, real stuff swapped for junk. The boxy shape saves cash, but bakes uneven, crispy corners, soggy middles, raising safety worries. Crust like flat bread, sauce super sweet without tomato zip, cheese a non-melter with 150 milligrams calcium, but obviously fake flavor. Kids turn it down, parents say. It was the top seller in the Northeast and 9th nationwide once, but now, some call it an abomination. Memories are nice, but this one's better left buried. For a retro feel without regret, hunt for fresher options. Tombstone Pizza lives up to its spooky name by killing your pizza hopes. Brothers started it in 1962 at their Wisconsin tavern by a cemetery, hence the name, as decent bar food. It grew in the 80s with cowboy ads and honest flavors. Kraft's 1990s takeover swapped cheap for good. Crust is dense, flavorless slab. Sauce watery tomato with no herbs, packing 750 milligrams sodium per serving. Cheese oils up and splits, toppings slide off. Pepperoni? Cheap eternal junk. Taste tests put it last, with folks saying where flavor goes to die. From tavern hit to total dud, it's a grave mistake. New French fry crust versions add 18G fat and 780 milligrams sodium, but reviews say they're gimmicky hybrids. Skip this if you want joy in your bite. It's more tomb than tasty. Jack's original thin crust nails disappointing at super low prices. Jack Elric began in 1960 from his Wisconsin garage, building a name for okay value without total skimping. Nestle's 90s by Stripped It. Paper thin crust, watery sauce that soaks in spotty cheese with bare areas. A slice is 340 calories but bland. Reviews say worse than nothing. Some like the Cracker Crisp, but others call it cardboard. From garage goodie to shelf ghost, it's the bottom of cheap. Families grab for savings but end up wasting on uneaten slices. Add extras like salad to make it a meal, but honestly, spend a bit more for real satisfaction. California Pizza Kitchen's frozen pies really let down their upscale restaurant origins. Founded by lawyers Rick Rosenfield and Larry Flax in Beverly Hills back in 1985, the chain became a hit for creative spins like barbecue chicken, blending California flair with global tastes. The frozen line launched in the early 2000s, aiming to bring that restaurant magic home through a licensing deal. But without full control, quality slipped fast. Cheaper ingredients took over to boost profits. Now, the crust is often bland and chewy instead of crisp, the sauce lacks depth and tastes flat, and toppings are skimpy with low-quality bits that don't match the fresh vibe of their eateries. Take a serving of their signature uncured pepperoni. It's about 330 calories with 330 milligrams sodium, but reviews complain about off, cheese that doesn't melt right, and meh, sauce that's too sweet or bland. Shoppers often say you're just paying for the name, feeling ripped off at around $7 to $9 per pie when it tastes like generic store-brand stuff. From pioneering innovative pizzas that changed American dining in the 90s to this sad frozen sellout, it's a classic case of licensing gone wrong, profits over passion. Some folks note the barbecue chicken holds up okay with its tangy sauce and real chicken chunks, but even that gets mixed reviews for sogginess after baking. Newer flavors like dill pickle add fun twists with 13G protein per serving and pickle ranch vibes, but critics call them gimmicky and not worth the hype, with 11G fat and uneven toppings. Overall, skip the freezer version and hit the restaurant for the real fresh deal. Your taste buds will thank you. Frozen pizza can be awesome too. These 5 use real stuff and get thumbs up from eaters everywhere. Costco's Kirkland Signature Cheese Pizza is a total steal, coming in a 4-pack for about $10.99 at the warehouse, with each 18.25 ounces, 16-inch pie around $3.50, perfect for big families or meal prep. These hearth-baked beauties feature heaps of real whole milk mozzarella, no fake fillers, over an Italian-style tomato sauce that's herby and not overly sweet, all on a crust that bakes up golden crisp on the bottom with a tender inside. 1/3 of a pie packs 390 calories, 770 milligrams sodium, 12G fat, 38G carbs, and 13G protein, making it hearty without overload. Families rave about the restaurant-quality taste, with kids gobbling it up and leaving no leftovers. Some say it's cheesier and better than cafe slices, with a satisfying stretch and no greasy mess. Reviews highlight how it beats other frozen options in taste tests for its thick cheese layer and balanced flavors, plus 0 trans fats per serving. Great for parties, quick weeknight dinners under $15 for the whole crew, or even customizing with your own toppings. If you're a Costco member, stock up. It's made in the USA and keeps frozen well, earning high marks for value and consistency in 2025 updates. Just bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes, and you've got a crowd pleaser that's simple yet spot on. Screamin Sicilian Bessie's Revenge brings fun and bold flavor to your freezer. This cheese-packed pie from the Screamin Sicilian line features a thick, bubbly crust loaded with Wisconsin whole milk mozzarella, Parmesan, and Romano for that gooey, stretchy pull, plus a garlic herb sauce with real zing from tomatoes and spices. No weird additives or artificial junk, just handmade style vibes in every bite. Reviews call it one of the best frozen pizzas, praising the crispy edges, fluffy interior, and salty cheese that doesn't taste fake or have odd textures. A quarter of the 20.8-ounce pie has 360 calories, 18G fat, 23% DV, 23g carbs, and 17g protein with 690 milligrams sodium. Satisfying, but watch portions if you're sodium conscious. Folks love how it's not greasy, with just the right sauce amount and a crust that's crunchy yet light, making you forget it's frozen. Priced around $7 to $9, it's a bit higher, but worth it on sale for the personality and quality. Perfect for cheese lovers craving something bold and comforting. Recent 2025 feedback highlights its reliability for family nights, with no sogginess and flavors that pop, like real garlic and herbs. Bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 18 minutes, and add veggies if you want. It's versatile and always a hit. Amy's Margarita shows how organic frozen pizza can taste truly great without shortcuts. This 13-ounce pie uses hand-stretched crust from organic wheat flour for an earthy, crunchy base with irregular bubbles like artisan stuff, topped with pure tomato puree sauce that's tangy and simple, plus fresh organic mozzarella that melts creamy and fresh. No GMO soy, tree nuts, or weird preservatives. It's certified kosher and clean label all the way. A third of the pizza delivers 410 calories, 13g fat, 17% DV, 38g carbs, 49% with 3g fiber, and 13g protein with 530 milligrams sodium, 23% DV. Parents adore the real food feel, with reviews loving the crunchy crust, focal tangy sauce, and clean dairy taste that stands out. No high fructose corn syrup or chemicals. At around $8 to $10, it's pricier but justifies it with premium organic ingredients and authentic Italian vibes. Add fresh basil for that extra pop. Recent tastings rank it high for healthiness, with 33g protein and 17g fiber in some personal-size versions, making it a go-to for balanced meals. Families feel good serving it, knowing it's made with care since Amy's started in 1987, focusing on natural foods. Bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes, and it's ready for a wholesome dinner that kids actually enjoy. Newman's own thin and crispy 4-cheese mixes mozzarella, cheddar, Parmesan, and Asiago for a flavor party on a multi-grain crust with herb sauce that's balanced and zesty. The crispy hold keeps everything together without falling apart, and there's no artificial flavors or colors, just real ingredients for a satisfying bite. Reviews say it's surprisingly good, with the cheese blend evolving in taste as you eat and the multi-grain adding nutty nutrition like extra fiber. A third of the 16-ounce pie has 390 calories, 20g fat, 26% DV with 10g saturated, 35g carbs, 13% DV with 1g fiber, 3g sugars, and 18g protein, plus 750 milligrams sodium, 33% DV. Since 1982, 100% profits go to charity through Newman's own foundation, supporting kids' causes. Over $600 million donated so far, adding that feel-good factor. Not always the top in their line, but the crust's perfect thickness and no nitrate promise make it a solid choice at $6 to $8. Recent 2025 feedback praises its energy density and lower problematic ingredients, earning a C nutrition grade, but high marks for taste. Founded by actor Paul Newman for quality food with purpose, it's proof good deeds and great pizza go hand in hand. Bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes and enjoy helping others while you eat. Rao's Margarita is top tier in the frozen world, using San Marzano tomatoes in their famous slow-simmered sauce for vibrant, authentic flavor, paired with creamy, fresh mozzarella that melts into pools on a brick oven-style crust that's crispy yet doughy, with subtle char. Reviews praise the restaurant vibes and how it beats others in taste tests, with generous cheese, tangy sauce, and a wood-fired hint from par baking. A serving about a third has around 290 calories, 640 milligrams sodium, low carbs, and solid protein, making it lighter but flavorful. Whole pie under 900 calories in some varieties. Price premium at $9 to $11, it's worth every penny for the quality, with no fillers and ingredients like extra virgin olive oil that shine. Rao's started as a NYC restaurant in 1896, famous for homemade sauces, and their frozen line since 2022 delivers that heritage at home. Fans say the 5-cheese version blows away competition with savory cheesiness. Recent 2025 takes call it hype-worthy, easy to bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes, and perfect for fancy nights in without cooking from scratch. For when you crave upscale without leaving home, this one's a standout. If you enjoyed this deep dive into frozen pizzas, hit that subscribe button for the Food Prestige channel, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your pizza-loving friends. Let's spread the word on Better Bites. The freezer aisle hides traps of processed junk, but with these facts, you can pick smart. Those 7 chase cheap over quality, risking health with salt and fakes. But the 5 stars put ingredients first, showing frozen can be fab. Give your family real deals, add veggies or salad for balance.